Hello everybody. My name is Atri Banerjee, and I'm the Junior Cybersecurity Analyst at ICSS. And today, I have come up with a new topic named as Top 10 Free Cybersecurity Tools for Kali Linux. So, these are the top 10 tools that you have to know to use the Kali Linux. And in the previous live, I have already told you how to install Kali Linux. So, today I'm going to tell you the top 10 free tools that you can use in the Kali Linux, and it's a very beginner friendly, and you should be using those. Okay, so let's start it. And I will do one thing, that I will go with the theory part first, and then I will be going for the practical ones. Okay, and at the last there is a 10 questionnaire for you all, and you have to score best in that, as you all always do that. And if you really get 8 or more than that, you will be getting a certificate from us. Okay, so let's deep dive then. So, introduction to cybersecurity tools. So, cybersecurity tools are essential for safeguarding systems and networks against a variety of threats. They provide capabilities for vulnerability assessment, penetration testing, network monitoring, and data protection, which is crucial in today's digital landscape. So, that is what is there. So, what you have to know about cybersecurity tools, like tools which are used for finding the vulnerabilities, for finding the doing the scanning on a port, on a victim machine. You have to understand that. Okay, so that is how you have to use these tools. So we are going to understand how we are going to use this. So coming up, these are our top 10 tools I'm going to show you, where like Kali Linux comes with pre-installed tools. So these tools are already installed, few maybe not installed, but maximum are installed. And the power of these free tools are, you don't know about it yet. You will be knowing about it, because maybe it is like sounding like it is a very free tool, it will be very easy to use, or like it's not that much important, like we should buy tools and we should use them. No, dear, you should be using these free tools, and these are going to give you a lot of idea how to use it and how to do it. Okay, so these tools are essential for identifying the vulnerabilities. Obviously, vulnerabilities means the gaps that are there in a website, or in a web page, or in a system, or any place, the gap, okay, with which we can exploit and we can enter. Okay, so that are the vulnerabilities. So we have to find the vulnerabilities. That is how, like, which are the tools to use those. So I'm going to show you all of them. Testing security measures and enhancing overall cybersecurity awareness. Okay, so that is what we have to do. The first tool that comes up to everybody's mind is the Nmap. Okay, I know Nmap, and many of you may be knowing about Nmap. So Nmap is actually, the full form of it is, you should be telling me in the comment section. Okay, so the Nmap is actually an open source tool, and it is used for scanning the vulnerabilities. Okay, like the scanning the ports. Mainly, first of all, we go and find for the ports which are open ports. Suppose there is a vulnerable machine, and suppose we want to, like, the first step we want to do is, like, obviously go and understand what is the IP, or like what are the things, what is the details. Okay, we want to find the details, we want to carve the details, okay, of the victim machine. So that is the first step we used to do, the reconnaissance phase. Then the second phase is the scanning, and the main tool over there is the network mapper, or Nmap. Okay, I already told, so whatever, but you should be telling me in the comment section what is the full form. Okay, so Nmap, that is actually used to do the scanning parts. And not only the scanning parts, we can even understand the vulnerabilities that I was telling at the phone, first, that you have to, that we will be able to get all the vulnerabilities as well. Okay, with a very powerful NAC script. We have to write those script, and we have to understand. So that I'm going to show you. No worries. We are going to do the hands-on. Okay. It also helps to understand the service versions that are running, the services that are running, the versions of it. What is the OS that is running? You are going to know a lot about. Okay, with of the victim with the help of this Nmap. Okay, that's the most you have to know. Versatile security tool. Okay, Then comes up the Wireshark, the second one. So Wireshark is a packet analyzer. So what it does, the Wireshark, it just like captures a packet going from one end to another, going from a source to a destination, and again from this source to this destination, it is going from back and forth. What is the packet that is going? How much time, or like within how much second, how many packets have gone? So it is going to track each and everything. Okay, so all the packets that are going, you can see all those packets with the help of this Wireshark going from one destination to another. Okay, you will be getting all the numbers in the left. You will be going to see which protocol they are using. You are going to see the informations. Okay, though everything is encrypted nowadays, you can't see all those very easily, but also you can see like few of the informations, like what is the source, what is the destination's IP. You can get the IPs and all. Okay, that is how we are use this Wireshark tool. So it's an open source, obviously, and you can use it like without downloading. It's already there in the Kali Linux. Okay, then comes up the Metasploit. So this is something many people say is not a beginner tool. Many people say it's a very difficult to understand, but I say it's not difficult to understand. It's a very easy tool, and it is actually made to do the hacking part easily. Okay, with the help of this Metasploit tool, there are like in this Metasploit there are so many payloads. With the help of this, you are going to use those payloads and you are going to attack on the victim machine, and you are going to gain the access. Okay, so that is how this Metasploitable tool kit, or like the, moreover I should say, the framework, okay, that is the MSF console, is actually used. Okay, so we are going to see how we are going to see like how we are going to use this Metasploitable, and we are going to also use this Metasploit on the victim machine named as Metasploitable 2. Okay, the victim machine's name is Metasploitable 2. Don't get confused over here. Metasploit is the name of the tool. Metasploitable 2 is the name of the victim machine. Okay, so the powerful framework of this is MSF console. We are going to use that. Inside that MSF console, there are payloads. Okay, I will be going through it. It's a vast database, exploits and payloads. It has so many things. I'm just going to see. I'm just going to show you. Okay. Then comes a very famous tool for web, that is the burp suit. Okay, that is used for web application penetration testing. We use this burp suit tool. It is actually used for a lot of purposes. Where basically this burp suit is the one and only tool you can say which you can use, and it will cover each and every part of the web penetration testing. Okay, so you can say like for the beginners, I'm saying. Okay, so this burp suit is actually having a lot of phrases like a proxy, a repeater, intruder. So what are these? Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you about it. We are going to understand it. So basically, this burp suit, what it does, there is a main purpose we actually use this burp suit for, is like you can say we can hold a request when you're sending a request as a user to the server. In between that, you can hold a request and you can manipulate over there. You can change a little bit of the request and you can again send it to the send, like in the server. You can do that. Okay, so how to do it? Okay, how we are going to do it, I'm going to show you everything. Okay, I'm just revising, or like I'm just going through each and every tool just so fast that I want to like go with the hands on very fast. Okay, so comprehensive security testing, you can do the security testing with the help of this burp suit. That is what it is need, uh, why we are needing this. And flexible testing options, there are so many things over there. Okay, then comes up that aircrack ng. Okay, that is another tool that is used for the wireless hacking, you can say, wireless security, you can say. Okay, especially I will go for wireless security. Okay, for wireless security, we use this aircrack ng. I will show you how to use this. So this aircrack actually is a suit. Inside that there is airborne, there is aerodump, there is aircrack. There are so many things, so many tools inside that aircrack suit. Okay, inside that suit. So it is actually used for this wireless communication. Okay, so comprehensive Wi-Fi security suite is a suite, as I was telling you. There are some encryption types: WEP, WPA, WPA2, and now we are using WPA3 for the wireless. Okay, encryption. WEP was very older one. WPA and WPA2 are actually like you can say many people still use this WPA2 encryption. Okay, but WPA3 is the newest one, and I personally recommend everybody to go to this WPA3 encryption, because like the common attacks or the Wi-Fi attack, or like Wi-Fi hacking, where many people say, or like deauthentication attacks, or if I say evil twin attacks, these attacks are of wireless attacks. These attacks are all done on this WPA2. Okay, so it is recommended everybody to go to WPA3, use that one. Okay, then comes up identifies vulnerabilities and everything. So I will be showing you how to do it. Then comes a very interesting one, that is John the Ripper. It is actually a password cracking tool. Okay, it is used for cracking the passwords, or you can say the hash cracking tool as well. So you can use this John the Ripper if there is a hash. If you have the hash, you can use this John the Ripper, and it will just crack it. Okay, for you. So it has so many types, like there are so many formats it has. Okay, also, so it's a very efficient one. Then comes another one, Hydra, that is a password brute force tool. Okay, that's a password brute force. So if you know the username, if you don't know the password of it, so you can use this Hydra tool and you can just gain the password. Okay, I will show you how we are going to do it. Okay, it just looks very easy. You have to know the correct code for it. That's all. Okay, it's actually very easy. You can do it. Okay, efficient and versatile password cracker, and it supports multiple protocols as well. I will show for FTP. There are other ways, SSH protocol, or you can say HTTP, HTTPS, for everything. For everything, Hydra can break and crack the password out. Okay, it uses the dictionary attack. Okay, then comes up tool 8, which is search exploit. It's an exploit finder. So basically the exploits that comes up, or like every year or every month we used to get, like some of the people attacks and all, everything happens. So what, uh, we are keeping a record of it with giving a CVE number, okay, for all these vulnerabilities, and we are keeping it in a database. So that database, you can say it is named as exploit DB or NVD, or there are so many other databases. This search exploit is actually the CLI version of it. So you can use this search exploit inside the Kali Linux, and you can get to know about the vulnerabilities that are there. Okay, so that is the usage of this search exploit, is actually gives you the CV or the vulnerabilities listed on that name, on that product, or on that service, or that version, and it will give you, just give the version, it will give you the vulnerabilities it has. Okay, that is the work of search exploit. So it's an exploit finder, you can say. Ninth one is the NICTO. So NICTO is actually used for web server scanning for HTTP or HTTPS. Only for these two only this way NICTO is used. Okay, and we are going to see how NICTO is useful, because it is going to find all the common issues and everything of the HTTP or HTTPS, whatever your victim machine has, and it is going to give you the output. Okay, we are going to see that. And the 10th one, the last one, is the netcat, that is the networking utility. Netcat is actually used for a lot of things, like you can do service banner grabbing. Okay, you can also do like port scannings. Okay, with the help of nmap you already did, but with the help of netcat also you can do. And the most important thing which we actually do with the help of netcat is listening to a port. Okay, suppose there is some request or something coming up to that port, we used to listen to it. Okay, so how to do it, how to do that, I'm going to show you everything. Okay, so let's come up and let's start with the hands-on. Okay, so first of all, I have already listed all of them over here. The first thing is nmap, then comes up the wireshark and all. So let's start with this. Okay, so this is our Kali Linux. If you all have not seen, so this is our Kali Linux, and this is our terminal. Okay, you have to like work with the Kali Linux on this terminal only. Okay, and I have already downloaded a victim machine named as Metasploitable 2, as I was already telling you. So the first thing which we have to do is actually find the IP address of our victim machine. So this whatever I am doing right now, this is actually done on the first phase, reconnaissance phase. Okay, so first I have to know the IP address of the victim machine. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do now. Okay, I've already got it. So this is my victim machine's IP. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you, or I'm going to show you how nmap is actually used. Okay, so nmap, sudo nmap, we use generally sudo with it, and we used to get the IP over here. Okay, if I do this, you will see that all the ports are which are open are listed over here. FTP with the service also. Okay, the FTP port is open, the SSH port is open, the telnet port is open, SMTP port is open. So these are the ports that are open. Okay, which are the services. You can see the services. Okay, if you want to see the service version, as I was already telling you, you can write minus SV with it. Service version. Okay, it will just show the service versions. It will take some time because service versions of all these services, it's a like it will take some time. Okay, it has given us, you can see for FTP the version is VSFTPD 2.3.4. For SSH, this is the version Open SSH 4.7 P1. Telnet, this one and this one and this one. Okay, so these are the versions. Another column has added, can you see that version? Okay, another thing, if you want to guess, or if you want to understand, minus O, what is this used for? The OS. Okay, so the OS, you can see which OS they are using is the Linux. Okay, Linux they are using. So this is my victim machine, and this is a CLI based already. You can see that, and this is actually the Linux system. Okay, Linux 2.6.9 to 2.6.33. That is what. Okay, so this is the basic information you can get. Another thing I was telling about nmap is that if you want to know like exactly the vulnerabilities, okay, suppose over here I'm taking for this FTP, or else the if I want to find the vulnerability for each and every port, it will take so much time. So I will just go for this port number FTP, and I will try to find the vulnerability of this port number. Okay, so I will just write sudo nmap minus minus script that I was telling you, NSC script vuln, and I will give a port number 21. This is obviously port 21, and I will give the IP address, and I will start it. Okay, okay. You can see there's this FTP port that I was telling you. This is having this version 2.3.4 backdoor. This is vulnerable. This can be exploitable. Okay, CVE, this one CV already given. I was telling you about the CV. So let's search. Let's do a recheck that whether they have given the correct CV or not, whether it is actually exploitable or actually it is having a backdoor vulnerability or not. So let's see that. How to see that? I already told you about a tool named as search exploit. So I will just write that name of the tool, and I will just give the version of it. So over here, the version is already mentioned. This is the version, and I will enter. So it will list down, look, backdoor command execution can be done. Backdoor command execution can be done with the help of Metasploit as well. This tool also I was telling you, Metasploit, having an MSF console over there. Okay. So before going to MSF console or something, let's come to the Wireshark that was there. Let me show you. So it is the ETH0 in which it is happening. So if I do a normal scanning, you will get, or like if I open a browser and if I search for something like google.com, or like many people used to shop in Amazon. So I can just find Amazon. It is actually fetching, look, giving the source, the destination. Look how many packets are going from one place to another. Can you see that? It is happening over here. Okay. Okay. So you can see this is the source, this is the destination, this is the protocol that it is actually using, UDP TCP protocol. This is the number of packets that is going. I will just stop it over here. You can see this is a small length over here and this is a small information they have given. Okay, so you can just click on it. If you double click on it, you will get this kind of thing opened, and you can see this is all written in hexadecimal, this is all written in human readable format. Okay, over here you can see the frame size, the packet details, the ethernet, the internet protocol used, the which version is used. Okay, IPv4, IPv6, network time protocol. Okay, there are so many things that are written over here, these are actually used. Okay, you can see those. Okay, so this is when you do an nmap scanning, you can just run this and you can see how many ports the nmap is actually going and scanning over there. Okay, you can see that from which source to which destination. So source is this one, source is this one, this is my IP, and destination is this one. Okay, if you don't even double click, it will open over here as well. It is the same thing. Okay, it opens up over here as well. Okay, so this is how you can use the Wireshark. This is just the beginning. Okay, there are so many things to learn in Wireshark. You can add filters over here. So suppose there is something named as NTP. So if I just write NTP, okay, and enter, it will only show for the packets NTP. Okay, so there are so many things. Okay, acha, let's stop the Wireshark. Let's come back to the next one, Metasploit. Okay, so let's come back to this. Okay, I'm just removing this one. So now Metasploit, one of the framework of this is MSF console. So I will just start this MSF console. And I will search for this version, BSFTPD 2.3.4. Okay, so search for this version that is there for FTP. FTP, this is a version. Look, there is a module of it. Okay, so very serious over here. Please, all of you just see that there is a module, matching module that we are getting over here. Okay, so we want to take this one. So use 0. I will just write 0, enter, and this will take up this module. And also it will take up the payload with it, because this module has only one payload. What is this payload I'm talking about continuously? Payload is like a gun, you can say. Okay, it is used to shoot, it is used to shoot on the victim machine. Okay, that is what it is used for. So this is the payload over here, the CMD Unix interact, this is the payload. Okay, so I will just write show options, and I will just give the options that are needed. Suppose it is only needing the rhost. Rhost means the victim's IP address. Okay, so I will just set our hosts, which is this one. This is my victim's IP. Done, and I will just run this. Now, when I just run this command, it will try to create a communication, or like a connection between the attacker machine and the victim machine. A connection. You can see a connection has been created between these two. Okay, this is my victim's machine, this is my machine's IP, and the attack has been happened, and the connection has been built up already, the backdoor communication that I was talking about. So now if I write who am I, it will tell me I'm root. So now I am inside this victim machine. Okay, and I have the root access. Root access means the admin access. Okay, the top level access, I have already got it. So now I can do ls meaning to lease down all the directories files which are there. So ls minus l also I can do, and I will be able to see which is like if it is written D, it is a directory. And over here, what are the permissions? Read, write, execute, RWX. Okay, so I can see all of them. Okay, a very interesting thing that I will be showing you, two very useful files are there. One is PASSWD, okay, and another one is shadow. These are very important files because this lists all the users. Okay, so I will just go for this shadow file, this password file. You can see there is root and everything. Okay, so I need the This is my shadow. I've opened the shadow file. Okay, cat meaning to open it, what is inside it. So I will just find for the users. Okay, this is the username, and this is the whole password of it written in hash. Now we have the tool. We have the tool for cracking it. What is the name of the tool? I already told you it is John the Ripper tool, right? So let's come to John the Ripper. So before that, let me save this hash in something like msf.txt, and I will just paste it, save it, come out, and I will use the John meaning to John the Ripper. Okay, that is the tool, and I will just write msf.txt. Okay, for me it has already been decrypted once. Okay, so hash has been cracked once, so that's why it won't show me over here. So what I have to use John minus minus show, and then I have to write msf.txt, and it will show me the password they have cracked. So this is my password, msf admin. Okay, this is my password. So over here, if I come up with the MSF login, I have to write MSF admin user and password MSF admin. Look, I have entered. Okay, I have entered into the victim machine now. Okay, so that is the usage of John the Ripper. That one we have done. We have done with these three. Okay, Hydra I will show you, and the search pad also we have seen, and the remainings are aircrack NG, Bob suit. Okay, I will show you everything. So Hydra. Let's come to the Hydra. How to use Hydra? First of all, we have to know. Suppose I'm telling we don't know that the password is MSF admin. Okay, we only know that the username is MSF admin. Okay, over here both have came same. That is okay. But if we didn't know, so what we had to do, we had to use the Hydra to like do the dictionary attack, like attacks, and give us the password. First, let me show you what is there in the txt file. Okay, in the txt file, this is my passwords txt file. Over here, I have written some passwords. Okay, obviously giving the right password over here that I already knew, and all the passwords over you will get this kind of password list also in the like online rocky.txt is there. There's so other many txt files are there which you can use for the common passwords. I have created mine. Okay, I've written this, and I will be using this in the Hydra. How to use it? Hydra minus L. I will just write the name of it, name of the username, local username. So minus L. Minus capital P is for the password list. So I will just write this password.txt. Then I will give the name of the service which I wanted to like go and crack the password of it. So FTP I'm using double slash and the IP address of the victim machine 192.168.10.153, and entering over there you can see it will crack it. Look, login MSF admin, password MSF admin. It has cracked out. So that is how you can use Hydra. Okay, you can use Hydra in this way. Acha. Next, we are going for Nikto and Netcat. Okay, these two I will be going. So for the Nikto, it is very easy to use. You just have to write Nikto minus H. It is obviously, I've already told you, Nikto is used for the HTTP or HTTPS. So first we have to see that whether our victim machine has any HTTP or HTTPS port open or not. So over here you can see the HTTP port is open. Okay, no HTTPS, only HTTP port is open. Okay, so we can use the Nikto minus H, and I have to give the victim's IP. Okay, this is not the victim's IP, sorry. 192.168, already written maybe. Okay, minus H 192.168.10.153, and I can mention the port number as 80, or I can't mention. Okay, that can also go. If I don't mention it, then also it will go. Okay, so I will just enter it, and it will start finding the common vulnerabilities it has, or like the, yeah, like which should be fixed, some basic scanning it will do. Okay, so first of all, let me go over here and let me put the IP. Okay, so mistake 192.168.10.153. So this is the HTTP. Okay, you can see that the HTTP is over here. This is a normal thing which we can see over here. Okay, Now what we have to find, you can see it has found out some of the directories. Output from php info function was found. So php info.php, this is something it is finding. So let's go and paste it over here. Let's find it. Yeah. See, this directory we found out. Okay, but it's just the normal PHP one. Any other directory we find out? PHP admin change log. Okay, a very important one we have found out. Look, PHP admin change log. We have found out something over here. Change log is there over here, a log. Okay, log file. Okay, you can just go and find how is this, and then test is there. Then there's so many things. Okay, so many things that it has found out. PHP admin directory found, MySQL documents, documentation.html. Okay, so many interesting things we have got, and over here it has been listed. So this is how we are going to use the nicto. If there would be a port number for HTTPS, that would be an open, then we would use the minus P443, or we wouldn't have used, it has already been taken. Okay, like it will take, if it is in HTTP, if it's HTTPS, it will take. Okay, it will take in default. You can see that. Okay, Nicto is done. And the netcat, I always used to tell you that netcat is actually used for listening to a specific port number. So minus LVNP, these are the flags which is used for listening to a port number. 4444 is the port number. So if I just enter this, you can see listening on this port number. This is the usage of the netcat. If I just close this, what is the other use of netcat? We can just write NC and we can give the IP address 168.10.153, and we can give a normal port that I was telling you, that it will give you the service, like banner grabbing you can do. Okay, so if I give 21 port number, it will just give me the version of it. Look, the version I've got. Again, if I give 22 port number, it will again give me the version. Same. Just the version you have got over here. If you can see in the SV, if I just show you, yeah, this is called as a, like, banner grabbing is happening. Okay, like if you give the specific port number, it will give you the service, like banners. Okay, that is used. Another thing you can use it with, ZV 192.168.10.153, and you can give the port number 1 to 1000. Suppose I'm giving, so it will go and find for which ports are open and which are closed. Okay, NC is can be used within that way as well. Minus Z and V. Z is used for scanning and V is the flag for verbose mode. Okay, so these are the ports that are open, and these are things which has found out. So that is the usage of NC. Okay, so I think I have covered these four, this five. Okay, aircrack ng is left and burp suit is left, right? Metasploit, Warshak, and map we have done. So burp suit and aircrack ng. Burp suit you can use in Kali as well, or I have already downloaded it in my Windows. So it looks like this. This is my burp suit. Over here, there are some few things. Is a dashboard. You can see there is a target place. You can see target place is actually having the things which you open. So suppose if I go over here, open the browser, the things which I open in the browser, you can see those in this target section. Okay. Proxy, I was telling you, proxy was another thing which actually is very useful for capturing the packets. So if I just make you see for this one, Acunetics. Home for Acunetics. So this the okay, it's not a secure one. Obviously, it's using HTTP. It's not a secure one. So I will just click on the sign up. Okay, and I can just give any thing in the sign up. Okay, so intercept on. I'm just writing test. And in the password, I'm writing 12345 and I'm logging. So you can see over here, the request has came up in the box. Okay. If I want to change, I can change it. Look, I can just write 56789 and I can just forward this. This will be forwarded. Okay. If I forward this, this will be forwarded. And if you have already registered, please enter login. So it has not been able to log in. Okay. So this is actually used. This Bob suit actually used for like writing this and you can change it. Or you can do one thing. Suppose let me take this one. So I just log in. I've got this request. I will just send it to repeater. So how is repeater used? I will stop the intercept. How is this repeater used? To repeat the same request again and again. Okay, if you want to repeat the same request again, you can use this drill. So if I want to use for 1234, let me see. 200 okay, warning, MySQL connection website is out of order, please visit back, this kind of thing is written. If I write test and if I just send it, okay, 200 okay, and I have entered already. If I just write any other password, you will see I won't be able to enter. Look, you must log in and this kind of thing is coming up. Okay, so that's why test is the correct one. So if the password is very few passwords, and you can just guess it in that way, you can use like the repeater. If you want to use the intruder is used for doing an attack, or like this kind of dictionary attack, or the brute force attack. Okay, where you have a list of very all means a lot and lot of passwords. If you have the list of it, you can use the intruder and you can do the attack on it. Okay, I'll just show a little glimpse of it. So I will send this to repeater and I will just, no, not over there. So I will just highlight this, add this, and over here, if I want to like paste over here, I had password.txt, right? So I will just copy this, and if I just paste it over here in the verb suite, look, it has been pasted. Now, if I just start this attack, you will see with all this password list. Okay, you can see password 123456, password 1257890, admin password 123. With all this password, it will do the request and it will try to gain the response. Okay, that is the usage of intruder. A very short way, I just told you in a very short way. Okay, and the last one we are left with is the air crack. Okay, air crack, for air crack you have to use an adapter. Okay, another adapter is used for air crack. So you have to, yeah, I'm adding to my virtual machine Kali Linux, and okay, I will just write iw config. See, this has found this adapter WLAN 0 and the mode is managed. I will just change the mode to monitor mode so that it can monitor each and every wireless things, okay, wireless Wi-Fi connections or the devices that are connected to that Wi-Fi. Okay, I will be able to see all those. Okay, so I will just write air. Okay, I have to go to the sudo uh, root at first. Okay, so I will just write airmon ng start wlan 0. If I write this, it will start this and you can see it will change the mode manage to monitor. Now it is in monitor mode. It can monitor each and everything. So I will just monitor what are the Wi-Fi signals you can see from here. So arrow dump ng is actually used. You can see so many. I will just control C and I will just quit it. You can see the BSS ID, that is the router's MAC address. The PWR, that is the power or the signal strength. Beacons means how many of them are actually, means how many times it is broadcasting itself. Data, CH is for the channel, MB, ENC cipher. I was telling you, WPA2 for the cipher, CCMP. That is the authentication, and the ESSID, that is the name of the Wi-Fi. Okay, you can see there are some names of it. If I just start this arrow dump again, you can see so many names are coming up. Okay, let me try again. Okay, let me stop over here. I just wanted to show you this one. This 045 or whatever the MAC address is of hacking, and this is the BSS ID, or the, I was telling, this is a station. Station meaning it is, this device is connected with this hacking Wi-Fi. This device is connected, and this is the um, victims, or if you want to take it as a victim, or the machine which is connected with that Wi-Fi. Okay, this is the machine 2A 15B2 whatever is needed. That is the machine, the station that is connected to this Wi-Fi, that we can see over here. Okay. Okay. So we did a lot and lot of tools today. Maybe it's all juggling up on your brain. I think I've covered all of them, right? Maybe I've not. Yeah. Join the Ripper, Hydra, Search Spread, Nicto. Yeah, I've covered all of them. So I want a feedback from all of you. I want all of you to write in the comment section. I want all of you to give the test, get the certificate, man. I have already told you each and every tool which are already used in the cybersecurity field, like the basic tools that you should be knowing. If you are starting your journey in the cybersecurity field, you should be knowing these tools. Okay, these are just the starting. Okay, it's just the starting. You can do it better. Okay, so yeah, thank you everybody for joining today's session.